page 10. Page 10. Now, we know what adjectives are, and we know what adverbs are. We could do an exercise on adjectives and adverbs, and you would get them all correct without mistakes. You're so good. But what I want to introduce to you is how we can use adjectives and adverbs, how you can make a statement using an adjective and then make the very same statement but use an adverb. Now, so that I don't confuse you, let me give you an example. At the top of page 10, yeah, at the top of page 10, you'll see the sentence, Helen is an intelligent girl. Right? You see that sentence? Helen is an intelligent girl? Yes. Now, where's the adjective? Intelligent. That's the modifier. But if we said, she talks very intelligently, we're saying the same thing, but we're using an adverb. And both are correct. So we can make the statement that Helen is intelligent by using an adjective. We can say Helen is an intelligent girl. Or we could make the same statement with an adverb by saying, we could make the same statement with an adverb by saying, Helen talks very intelligently. So we can use the same word interchangeably. We can use the same word as an adverb or as an adjective and be correct either way, but there are certain rules that we have to follow to do that correctly. I would not say Helen talks very intelligent, because that would be incorrect. In order to make the word intelligent an adverb, I have to add ly. Yeah. Let's look at the next sentence. I am a slow driver. Where's the modifier? Which one is the adjective? Slow. Slow. Sure. Now, I could also say, and it says the same thing. I'm communicating the same thought. Instead of saying I am a slow driver, I can say I drive slowly. But I would not say I drive slow. That would be incorrect. I would have to add the ly. I drive slowly. So if the word slow is going to be used to modify the noun driver, I say slow. But if the word is going to be used to modify the verb drive, it becomes an adverb, I have to add ly. So do you see how we can change the same word from an adjective to an adverb? Say the same thing, but what we need to be careful about in order to be correct, in order to use the language correctly, is that if we change the modifier from an adjective to an adverb, we need to make sure we're using it in adverb form. And we can do that. We can do a little bit of practice with that. Remember that some adjectives we change into adverbs simply by adding ly. I am a slow driver. I drive slowly.
Sorry, sir.
That's okay. I run fast. Or I am a fast runner. Fast is an adjective modifying runner. But if I wanted to say that I could say I run quickly. Quick is the same word, means the same thing, but I add an ly. So if we use an adjective, if we use a modifier as an adverb, oftentimes we just add ly. But sometimes adverbs are the adverb form of the modifier is a completely different word, like good. Remember, good is an adjective, but when we change it to an adverb, it becomes well. So, you speak English good, you speak English well. You speak English well, because it's an adverb. So, let's try a couple of exercises as practice. And we'll see how we're going to do it. What we've done in this, I'm looking at the exercise on page 10 that starts with A, write, complete the sentences with adjectives or adverbs. I'll do the first one. Carol speaks very intelligently because the modifier is referring to the verb. She is a bright girl. Well, bright means intelligent, and we're using it to modify girl, so we would put it in an adjective form. So, let's see, where did we leave off?
My turn.
Yeah, okay.
That isn't a bad guitar, but he is playing it bad.
Correct. We use the same word, we changed it from an adjective to an adverb simply by adding ly. Ben?
Yes, Benny is an excellent cook. His dinner last night was fantastic.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Correct. Yeah.
The machine, the mechanic did a good job.
That's correct.
On my car now is run perfectly.
Correct. We added ly to the modifier perfect to make it an adverb. Now, you'll notice how we're using a different vocabulary for the same meaning. Looking back at number 3, Benny is an excellent cook. Dinner last night was fantastic. Well, excellent and fantastic means the same thing. It's a very superlative word. It's a word that means super. So then let's see. Oh, and number 4, the mechanic. We would pronounce that word mechanic. 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 And that's a person who repairs machines. A person who repairs machines is a mechanic. And so let's see, we're at number 5 then. Correct.
In the shell context,
Correct. Well, let's see, the last one you said you were wonderful. Wonderful, correct. You danced very skillfully. So we add the ly because it's modifying how you danced. Okay? You were very wonderful. We don't add, there's, the modifier is referring to you, a noun, so it's just an adjective. We would just say you were very wonderful. So, number 17, Pramaha Yupa? 7. Oh, 6. I'm sorry. I was just seeing if you were alert. You know? Yeah, I was just seeing if you were alert. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 6, I don't type very fast. I can't move my finger very quickly.
Correct. Now, in both cases we have adverbs. But the adverb fast, we would use the very same word as an adjective as we would for an adverb. So I am a fast runner. Fast is an adjective modifying a noun, runner. I run very fast. Same word. So sometimes we add the ly, sometimes we don't. And if you ask me why, I don't know. It's just that way. It's just that way. Because a language evolves over many hundreds of years. And no one really decides the rules of a language. They evolve by the way people actually speak. And so that's why every language, I don't care what the language is, every language has exceptions to it. We can generalize about some rules, but every rule will have an exception to it. So now we're at number 7, right?
7. That writing tests are really hard. Writing is not an easy subject for me.
Correct. That is correct.
Not easily. Not easily.
No. Those would be adjectives in both cases. The writing test was
not an easy.
Was hard because the modifier is referring back to test, which is a noun. So that's going to be an adjective. Writing is not an easy subject because the modifier easy is modifying subject. So we have